Hey Mo, we need to get an intro down for this channel, you know.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Leigh?
Why not a rap over the top of it?
Don't be ridiculous. You sound like a northern M&M.
Look, listen to me. Yo, yo, yo. The Munch Brunch in the house, man.
Absolutely not.
Right, what you got in mind?
Let's just keep it simple.
I'm Leigh.
I'm Aim.
We're the Munch Brunch.
Hi everyone and welcome back to another mukbang with Aim and Leigh. We are the Munch Brunch UK. Leigh, tell them what we have on the menu.
Hey Mo, Supremo, we have enchiladas today.
Yeah, baby.
Chicken enchiladas. With extra cheese. Cheese-topped enchiladas. You can see the cook along to this on our Munchies Delights channel. But I haven't made this from scratch. It's made from scratch, but it's just out of a box, so. And
also some salad and some homemade chips and an itch on my nose. I'm going to put a little bit of fat-free vinaigrette on this. This is from Aldi, Bramwell's. It is lovely.
I love this. I love Mexican food, which some of you might know, but mainly like this stuff. Yeah,
this is like Leigh's. You love like enchiladas.
Enchiladas, fajitas, burritos. There's another one, isn't there? I forgot the other. I always get a mix. Quesadillas.
Quesadillas.
But I think if I actually went to Mexico, I'd probably struggle with the food because I can imagine it's a lot different over there. It's a lot spicier.
I was watching. Don't know if you guys watch Mikey Shen. But anyway, I was watching him, and he was in Mexico, and he was took around by like a guide, his friend, and he was like, if you go over there and you ask a Mexican if it's hot, they'll say no, but it is red hot.
It's like Indian food, ain't it? Some of our friends, Mo and a few others who are Indian, like, well, bloody hell, this is hot if it's from a takeaway. No, that's nothing. You should try like, traditional home-cooked Indian food.
I think a lot of people can handle more spice than us.
You've lost your spice tolerance over the years, though.
I don't know, it's coming back up now. We've still got the a spicy noodle challenge to do, yeah.
Oh, freaking hell, yeah.
The other one, the times 2.
2 times spicy. We still need another pack because obviously Tia does them with us, the noodle challenges. I keep forgetting to order it. Secretly forgetting. On purpose. No, I will order a pack and we'll get it done.
That vinaigrette is so nice.
I'm just happy with a bit of salad. But
that's it, guys. It's fat-free, really nice.
How are we all? Anyways, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Go over and check out our other channel, Munchies Delights. Forget the TikTok thing. We wanted to try TikTok. I don't think it's for us. We're going to be like silent viewers of Casper, the Border Collie. He's hilarious on there. And his sister Daisy. But in terms of doing... We'll still put like bits of our videos on there. But
I'm not kidding you. The dog videos are... I'm a happy guy. I'm a happy dog.
Yeah, it's
Love
cool.
it. I think it's brilliant. So, what have you all been up to? Have you had a nice day? What have you had for dinner? Let us know in the comments down below. What are you planning on having for dinner?
Yeah. Are you rich? Because that's I want to talk about being rich today. If anyone wants to talk about that.
I'd love it.
Then I was thinking about, go and check out our cook along with this. And I was talking about being rich. I said on there, on the other channel, if I told Aim if she was going to buy a lottery ticket and guarantee it to come in and we were rich forever, Aim would be quite satisfied with life. Am I wrong? I think a lot of people would be, but I'm somebody who doesn't need. I'm quite satisfied like with a simple life, which I think does.
No, as long as you've got your health and your family and everything, that comes first. But if you ask me if I would like to be rich, yeah, I would. Money doesn't mean everything now, but it is a big part of life, isn't it, really?
But you got to put yourself into the boots of somebody who is rich, and like, it's one thing to say, okay, I love all the money, and a lot more money rather, and it'll make us happier. But if you're rich, I don't mean like, bloody hell, I just won 50 grand.
You mean super rich?
Yeah, and the pressures that come with it, like your big people, like not really like giants, but people who are really rich. I'd write a list of things down that you'd have to do if you're rich and how much it'd all do me head in. So,
Leigh, you would bloody love it, you.
I wouldn't. You're expected to buy things I find absolutely useless. So, expensive watches. I've got a phone. Does the same bloody thing. I've got the TV guide. I can get the time off there if I'm in the house just sitting down watching football.
You don't have to get these things.
You have to look the part if you're rich. You can't walk around dressed in bloody, jogging bottoms and a t-shirt like I am today. Like if we was doing a mukbang, we were rich, like a rich bitch.
Leigh, that's not right. There is no rule whatsoever to that. You don't have to buy watches. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want.
No. There's a certain pressure put on you and like, oh, so you got money, have you? Or can you help out this charity then? Can you put on this function? I'm like, no, my house is not being used as a playground for everyone else to come and have a look around. Say, oh, I don't like his new painting. That's another thing, paintings.
Leigh, there are millionaires that are not in the public eye. They're just millionaires that have to do these things.
I'm on about being one of them ones, but having that sort of money where you're expected to do these things. Like, clothes. Expensive clothes. I went into a shop once. I didn't know. That shop up our town. You know...
I know Diffusion.
Yeah, Diffusion. I went in there and I was like, oh, let's have a quick look. It just opened up. Like £70 for a shirt or something. What?
That's not that
a jumper, I think it was. A jumper was like 70, 80 quid. Primark, 10 quid. Happy. I'm happy with that. Thank you.
What's your question, Leigh?
So, not a question. So, all the things that would do my head in about being rich.
Yeah, that's what I want to
Yeah,
hear.
so I've got a list. And if we ever are rich, we can come back and ask us this. Leigh, how do you feel about now that you've got the money? I'll still say the same, I think. So, butlers. I wouldn't want a butler, but apparently that's the thing to do when you're rich. You don't do things for yourself. You let the butler do it. I'd feel too awkward. I'm reading a book at there, a footballer's book. And he, after a few years, he had a lot of money. He was losing like 100 grand a night at poker and stuff. And it was just like no skin off his nose. And he had a butler. He eventually got one. But his girlfriend moved in with him in London, and the butler kept getting under her feet because they both wanted to be in the kitchen at the same time. So bear in mind, it's his butler's job to do all the cooking and cleaning. They did it where his missus would go home to Denmark for 2 weeks at a time, and then the butler would move in, and when his missus appeared, the butler would move back out again.
That's just silly. Did the girlfriend want to do the cooking and everything?
Yeah, she wanted to do her own thing. But the butler was there like, well, what am I to do? Love, this is my job. So butlers, I don't think we need a butler because we're not rich. But if we was rich, I would not want someone to come in and cook all my meals for me.
No. I think that's silly. I'd rather go out to nice restaurants than have someone come in and cook. However, I think it was like a special anniversary or something and you wanted to be free of cooking, so to speak, then yeah, I'd have a private chef come in.
Yeah, private chef's all well and good. A couple of nights a week or whatever. But
I said an event like an anniversary, you're there, look at him now. Couple of nights a week. You absolute... No, you just said...
No, but for this reason...
No, I'm...
You're expected to put on dinner parties with posh food.
No.
You haven't. Oh, Bill and Judy are coming round tonight, Leigh. What for, Ryan? We're putting a dinner party on. We've got the money. We've got the special cook. He's going to do all the food. You know, right, okay, you twisted my arm. If I'd have to do the cooking, and you invited Bill and Julie, who are always nice company. But
Judy just.
Judy, whatever the hell her name is.
But Leigh, I just said to you, maybe a special anniversary, you went, oh, well, if we get a private chef in twice a week. Well, you've already changed and you haven't even got the money. You've already changed. Does money change you? No, I wouldn't want this, but I'd have a private chef twice a week.
Well, then, like, it's all well good having your private chef, but then he's expected to cook posh food. I'd want enchiladas. He'd be bringing me...
You're really not that naive, are you, to think that you have to have posh food? You can have whatever food you want.
You're expected to eat caviar, Ryan. Like,
who's this? Where do you get this information from? People do it as a status thing. You don't expect it to.
And if you put on a dinner party and serve them up bloody hot dogs, people will be like, we've never moved in these crowds. I like the big crowds. I don't mean like the bull ring. I mean where like you're expected to, like important people.
Do you mean like entrepreneurs?
Yes, move that light off this way. Like, like people who expect poshness. They'll be like, went round to Leigh and Ames the other day.
I wouldn't live like that.
I went round their house and they served me up a hot dog. He didn't even have caviar on top. And then
people don't just eat that, though.
And then we wouldn't be invited to their nice posh parties because we didn't serve no caviar. Or Sauvignon Blanc.
That's just a normal wine. Leigh Sauvignon Blanc.
Chardonnay. The posh stuff.
Chateau Neuf de Pape and Bollinger, Moet, yeah.
I would not pay for a bottle of Chat, that's for certain.
Hey?
Wine is another thing. You're expected to buy and collect wine, and with Aim in the house, I'd be buying it, and it'd just be getting drunk. This football is just where I'm getting some of this stuff from. Then he said to the bar, okay, here's 100 grand. Like, you got a wine expert in. Here's 100 grand. Fill up my apartment with wine so I can collect it and whatever. It won't last 2 minutes.
I don't like certain wine. I don't like that.
I've got a feeling you like the posh stuff, I've
had it. I've had a really expensive bottle of wine. I don't like it. I think it tastes too bitter. I like a bit of blossom milk, and I really wouldn't change it. Not like that. I wouldn't want to live like that.
If you're a single bloke, also being rich, you're expected to have women in your swimming pool. What's that all about? We saw that on Carl Pilkington the other day. There's this man in South Africa. It's all about being happy and whatnot, and does money buy your happiness.
And that's because he chose that, Leigh.
He's got like 5 women just waiting there all day long. Like, when the hell's John coming? Bloody hell, I've been waiting here 6 hours. I'm starting to wrinkle up. John, bloody hell, hurry up. Then John turns up, gets in the pool. All these women come around, sitting around him.
They even eat sushi off one of them.
Yeah, he's got a woman just lying there to eat sushi off her. And like they rub his hands and his feet. I mean, Carl Pilkington's there getting a hand massage. I said to him, I couldn't do that. I'd feel dead uncomfortable. A random lady was sitting there rubbing
He's like that though. Carl Pilkington's like, no, I don't want none of this
He
nonsense.
started to enjoy some of it, I've got to be honest there.
He didn't.
He did, when he was getting the hand massage, he wasn't complaining.
Oh yeah, that's different. I mean, like he was not like that though, is he?
In general, he isn't, no. And that's what got me thinking, would I be more Carl Pilkington or more the rich bloke? And I know I'm definitely not the rich bloke.
No, I would just look after all the animals. I'd go shopping, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Get all your stuff out the way. Set your family up. And I'd just live a really nice life, just holidays, nice food and drink. That's it. I wouldn't want to...
But you'd be there on holiday, and you'd have people coming up and say, you're that bloke who won all that money, ain't you? Do you want to buy us a few rounds?
Some people are just born into money though.
A few rounds turn into like silly money. They just start telling you, you're like, mate, you drank the pub dry. There's no beer left. Well, can't you buy another pub down the road and let me go and drink there for free? I just think it's very unnecessary to be that rich. I think it's also unfair that we'll never be that rich, but then again, majority of people in life won't be.
Well, unless you put the lottery on, we won't know.
Wow, fuck that. Sorry. I ain't stopping it. No, we'll never win the lottery. It's like chances are, what, 1 in a few million or something like that every Saturday.
I think a bit more than that.
I don't know if people do the lottery.
I would... So, hang on then. I'll give you the ultimate question. Are you saying you wouldn't want to be rich?
I'd be willing to give it a go if I could guarantee put my own stamp on it. So no posh dinner parties, no caviar, no women in my swimming pool. But no, Dorothy, get out of the pool, go home. It's my time. I want to do a few lengths of the pool, in my garden. You come around here, sitting in my pool, leaving your dandruff behind, leaving your crusty toenails on the bloody poolside. Just stay away. You're not welcome anymore. Apart from when I want some dinner making later in the week, because my chef's on...
strike.
He's on strike, because I asked him to take breakfast and lunch on the same day. He weren't happy about it. But then people take advantage of you, like your own family at times. This bloke, the footballer, he decided to open a jewellery business and give it to his dad. He said, Dad, you run the jewellery business, I'll put the money in and you make me the money on the side. He put £750,000 into this jewellery business. They didn't sell one bit of jewellery at all. And when they shut it down eventually, he got like the solicitors in or whatever, or the accountants. His dad had been skimming off, using the money for hotels, having affairs behind his mum's back.
Oh my God.
Loads of this stuff, like nice restaurants, little holidays, business trips, which was saying business trip, it's actually a holiday. And that's his own dad. His mum was going through cancer at the time. She made a recovery, but his dad just walked out and left the wife, the mum, and took his son's money. I ain't told him say about what's now, Goggle box, her mum's stealing from her.
Scarlet Muppet. Yeah, Scarlett Moffat's mum had a secret gambling addiction and she stole loads of her money and that. They're all right now.
Money changes people.
My mum, let's say I have a relative and she's, I'd say, not rich, like millions rich, but she's rich. And she turned around once when we was shopping. She went, "I'd never shed a penny if it doesn't benefit me."
Mm.
But yet she claims to be the most unselfish woman on the planet Earth.
Yeah, I can't imagine having like a rich relative and not being able to say, "Look, mate, can you just help me out with a couple of grand today? Because I need to go and buy this really fancy bottle of caviar."
She was very catered for, but she is a very selfish woman.
That's what money does to you. Even the most down-to-earth people who have no money one day suddenly come into money, they just change like that, like flick of a switch. Like, right, Bob, can I borrow 50 quid? You just won like 50 million? No. I ain't lending you sod all. When did you ever help me out? You went and washed a car the other day, you my stepson. Not that my stepdad's won the lottery or anything, but I reckon he'd be a bastard if he won it.
Let's not go down that road today.
No, not today. Cars. That's another one for you.
Oh no, I'd get a nice car.
You don't need lots of cars. And this bloke, like the one in Africa, is like, yeah, I've got this car today. He like bought this really fancy car. He's like, we'll just have a little test drive down the road and park it back up.
Hang on.
And that'll be my Thursday car.
Wait a minute. You're talking about things that don't interest you.
Exactly.
So let's talk about something that interests you.
Not a great deal, to be fair.
Football.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, right there.
Go on then.
Now, let's use Man United as a prime example.
Yeah.
If you could have, I don't mean a box as in you share it with people.
Mm.
You could have your own thing in Man United's ground, Old Trafford. You could get the best food and drink whilst you're there.
Yeah.
Every single match, but it cost you $1 million. And it isn't just like our case of watching it. You had the best experience. It was something you bloody loved. You was like, God, this is amazing. I love this so much, Amo. Can I go? I'd be like, it's up to you, Leigh.
As long as I have $1 million as well, Leigh.
No, but what I'm saying is, you'd spend money on something you loved.
Yeah, but I won't buy multiple boxes.
No, but
I'd be happy with one box.
let's say every year it's $2 million a year. Just hypothetically. You do it because it's something you absolutely love and you had the best experience. It's like, I've come back. The private chef's been in. That's a bonus. Twice a week, it's our second night. I loved it. I've had a great day. How much it cost, Leon? 3.6 million. What?
Gone up a bit.
Yeah, inflation. COVID prices have gone up. Would you spend it? Yes, you bloody would. So don't knock people who like cars.
No. I'm not into cars. Get from A to B, that's fine with me.
What else?
Safely. What else do I not like?
What do you like, as in opposed to not like?
What do I do like?
Home cinema. All the right lighting. He's got an issue with lights. Home cinema.
Yeah.
You know, there you are in your own private city world round the back.
Yeah, fair play.
Hang on, now it's all coming out now.
I could live without it though.
No, nothing in me, you. Would you? Love that, yeah. What, Leigh? I got a delivery. What you got? Well, you know how Blockbuster shut down? Well, I got in touch with the old manager and I've had every DVD known to man sent here. All stacked around the room. Home cinema the lot. How much it cost? 6 million. 6 million, Leigh? Yeah, 6 million. But I love it, and I'm in here every night. It's great. I've got all the snacks. I've got hot dogs on demand right there. I'm here, living life to the full. Do you love it, Leigh? Yeah, I love it, Is it worth the money? Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so some things you mentioned I do like the sound of. Mm-hmm. At the same time now, what I'm on about, okay, so what have I mentioned so far? Watches, okay. Watches are like, kind of like my interest in films and stuff, I guess. So, okay, I'll let you go with the watches. But you only need one watch. My dad's a watch collector. You can't wear more than one watch on your wrist at a time, can you?
Listen, let me tell you something about watches. They are not just a watch, they're a timepiece. They are They are made amazingly. The best watches, not your bloody.
I know. I've just took today.
They are timepieces. They are made so sophisticatedly. You've got to appreciate the art of timepieces. That's what I'm saying. So people don't just think, oh well, some people do, but some people collect them for the mastery of timepieces. So if that's, here we go. Richard Branson, I'm buying some balloons. I want some trains. Look where that's got him. Okay? Now he's got an island.
Yeah, maybe we could just buy some helium balloons.
What I'm trying to say is, some people like watches. I'd like jewellery. I'd buy a lot of nice, expensive jewellery because it's nice to have. Okay? Now, I love Primark, but probably I would be there and, you know, I'd be buying the Birkin bags, I'd be buying the Tiffany stuff and all that jazz.
How that even means.
Okay?
But with that, comes
Collection of
pressure.
handbags.
You got to put on these poncy dinner parties.
No, you haven't. I wouldn't. Listen.
And get like Bert round.
No. I wouldn't have Bert and Hyacinth. I'd just say, gang from YouTube, come round, we'll get in the cinema room. We'll go there, get some hot dogs on the go. No, I wouldn't, Leigh. Honestly, unless you are a charity organiser, you don't need to live like that. The Kardashians don't live like that. They have what they
help
want.
people out, Who was it now who helped that put...
Well, they don't begrudge helping people.
No, it's good what they do. I think it's one of the was it Kim Kardashian or somebody famous was like getting people released from death row and stuff.
No, she didn't. He did die, that one.
Oh, well, she was helping other people. And fair play to her for that.
What I'm trying to say is they live a lavish lifestyle with what they want. But I wouldn't mind helping charities out and people who need it. But that doesn't mean you've got to be some stuck-up pompous git who's like, oh, you know what, let Lord and Lady Dryden come round for dinner. No, you don't need to do that. It's Aim and Leigh. You either like it or not. There's an hot dog van round the back.
Yeah, I think we'd be
By
like
our cinema.
We'd be the down-to-earth rich people. Until the Queen invites you for dinner. Going to dinner with the Queen, Mo. Best put on my best glad rags.
No, but you
my
haven't
best
got to
watch,
be
take my best car.
under the impression that you have to be a specific way. Because all these lottery winners and a lot of them are not. They're just same old.
And then you got to get like a lion or something, or a tiger for protection in your back garden, in case someone tries to break in. Because them ring doorbells ain't going to help you if you've got like millions and millions and millions, are they?
No, I would have a good security system.
You got like the best security. Like, how many footballers' houses have been broken into? There was one, what was her name now? Really famous lady, I forget her name, off TV or some waffle. And she was with a... there was this woman anyway who used to be on like TV or something. She was seeing a footballer a few years ago in Manchester. I forget, Scott Sinclair was a footballer, but I can't remember who the woman was. And,
off the TV?
Yeah, off the TV. I don't know if they're still together. I can't remember who they was. I just remember hearing Scott Sinclair's missus at the time, when he played for Man City. He was playing football one night, and the house was broken into. I think she was like tied up, and the house was robbed or some shit.
This.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. If that can happen to rich people, famous people off TV, I don't want that pressure. I mean, I'll have to get a few lions and tigers and hope that I didn't get drunk one night and wander through the garden myself.
Well, I'm not being funny to you, Leigh. If you got a lion and tiger in the garden, I wouldn't think you're going to last the night.
That's what I'm saying. I would be worried about...
No, you're being silly now. Because we wouldn't have
lions. You can't be too safe. Look at Texas. There's more tigers in captivity in Texas than there is in the wild.
Oh, well, you better get in touch with Joe Exotic and see where he can hook you up then.
No, I don't know. You know, Joe Exotic, when, Donald Trump, when he was about to leave the White House, he exonerated a load of people. He had a long list of people.
I know, and he was thought to be going to be one of them.
They actually had a limousine, a stretch, one of them Hummer limos, outside the prison where Joe Exotic is, just waiting until they got notification or a phone call or whatever. Yep, Joe's on his way out. He's been released. And they never released him. And the limo just sat there all day. Crazy.
What did he actually do?
He plotted her death, didn't he?
Yeah, but he never did.
He hired a man who turned out to be like undercover. Well, I heard the other day he was undercover police. I don't think he was. I think he just went to the police about it. And he paid him like one instalment. He was going to pay the other one when it was done to kill Karen. What's her face? I think it was Karen, isn't it? No, Carol.
Carol Best.
That's it.
So.
But the bloke didn't do it. And
so how long is he in there for then?
He was sentenced to 10 years. So I get out after like 5. He's probably done about a year or so. So he's probably got a few years left.
You might get parole though, mightn't you?
Alright, I couldn't tell you.
Mate, a chicken.
I may. But it's bloody lovely.
Nice.
So what do you lot think about being rich? Are you rich? If so, do you want to send some our way?
No, what? Hang on. What? I'll give you 2 examples. You
Right.
give me one that you'd love.
About being rich?
Because all you've basically said is what you wouldn't want.
I'd like some nice holidays, like without the pressure of, oh, bloody hell, I've got to save up again for a holiday. Like most families and couples have to every year. Like, right, want to go away this year? Okay, let's start saving in like January so I've got the money by the time we need to go. I'd like no pressure with that. I'd like...
Thank you.
Sorry, Bob. I was good you put pepper all over that because I'd have eaten that.
I am put pepper on that.
You haven't put pepper on that? I really like this bit. I don't like that bit. Yeah, so I'd like some nice holidays without the pressure. And I'd like the ability to buy a tiger if I wanted to.
You don't agree with people who do
No, I
that.
don't actually agree with that at all. I would definitely help out animals if I could. I would look to buy a plot of land and turn it into like some sort of dog sanctuary.
That is our dream, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and that would what I'd retire to. Like I have a couple of years living it up on exotic islands with Joe Exotic and Donald Trump and whatnot. But then, like in my spare time, I'd run a dog sanctuary.
In our future, that is something we could do long term, isn't it? If we wanted to
If we had that
invest
money, yeah.
in, like, unfortunately, he's due to inheritances, isn't it? But
We won't come into that sort of money, and Christ, a dog sanctuary's not cheap.
you could, Leigh. You could. Lots of Newfoundland dogs.
Yes, I definitely would. I think we'd have to take a trip to Newfoundland, Canada, see our
Yeah,
Erica.
but Erica said there's not actually a lot there.
We'd have to go somewhere where there's a lot of Newfoundland dogs then. That's a bugger, isn't it? You get a dog named after a place, and then they move all the dogs out of that place, like German Shepherds. There's not that many Shepherds that are German. And there's definitely not many dogs, German Shepherd dogs, in
You don't
Germany.
actually know that for a fact, Leigh. There might be some.
German Shepherds?
Yeah.
Like dogs or the Shepherds
They're
that are
actual
German?
shepherds.
Don't know. Do you get many Shepherds these days?
Nice one.
Sorry?
What is a shepherd?
Like a sheep herder. Innit?
Thought it was like them ones.
Not the 3 gold men, or whatever they're called, who went to see Jesus.
Gold men?
3 wise men who took frankincense, gold and myrrh. No, not them.
Frankincense.
They were shepherds though, weren't they?
Gold, frankincense and myrrh is how it's...
Do we have shepherds these days? Let us know in the comments, guys. I know a shepherd is like a sheep man.
I think we need to look at this because we look really electric.
We obviously get farmers.
That's not who went to see Jesus. 3 farmers took their road.
No, farmers didn't go see Jesus. What's his name? Did Ariel in his TV show? TV burp, is it? He went on like, all right, Jesus, I want you to do something really funny now whilst we record you. No, I never used to. I can't stand Ariel. Does me head in. And you've been framed back in the day. Send in your videos. Everyone laughs at you, and you get 50 quid. Basically, what YouTube and TikTok is these days, without Lisa Riley or what's his name, the bloke, Jeremy Beadle.
What is a shepherd?
Here's the definition of shepherd. A person who tends and rears sheep.
Told you. There you go, a sheep man.
So you're telling me?
That 3 sheep men went to see Jesus.
No, they were 3 wise men.
I thought there were 3 shepherds.
Why would you call them a shepherd?
What the hell did... there was shepherds in Jesus?
No, they just had big things.
Maybe... I must be getting mixed up with his mum and dad, or they had a
Let's
shepherd's
see.
pie.
What are the 3 wise men?
According to Wikipedia, the biblical Magi, also referred to as the wise men or kings, also the 3 Magi were distinguished foreigners in the Gospel of Matthew and Christian tradition.
Alright, well, that's enough.
We 3 kings of Orient. There was kings.
So not shepherds or wise men.
They're wise men, or they're classed as wise men or kings. They're kings.
Okay, I thought there was just shepherds.
Why would goat herders go and visit Jesus?
Not goat herders, sheep herders. Maybe they took some sheep with them. Maybe that's why I get mistaken. Maybe they rode a sheep
No,
there.
they took gold, frankincense and myrrh. They didn't take any sheep. There were sheep already in the stable.
That's why I'm getting confused. There was a shepherd who owned the barn, and then Jesus and Mary
No,
and
it
Joseph
wasn't. It was
popped
an
along.
innkeeper.
Yeah, what do you think an innkeeper is in
He
spare
wasn't
time?
a
He's a
farmer.
shepherd.
He's not a shepherd.
So look, Joseph said, all right, mate, me missus here, Mary, is about to drop one. Can we go and lay down in your barn?
You shouldn't be speaking like this about that sort of thing.
What? It's all right. I have a baby. Jesus is the most important baby in the world ever. But yeah, shepherds. Shepherd's pie, shepherd and the sheep. I would be a shepherd in my spare time if I won the lottery, basically.
Shepherd's pie?
They might have had a shepherd's pie. We think, somewhere in our heads, in our back of our mind, we're thinking of shepherds and Jesus. So somewhere...
No, we're not.
What?
You are?
I am then somewhere back
I'm not
here.
thinking about Jesus and shepherds. It's three wise men.
I bet, maybe there's a story where he went to see
They
a
just
shepherd.
look a bit like a shepherd.
What does a shepherd look like?
Well, they used to wear like them, like the three wise men with a, what do they call it? Not a scythe. That's what
Like
death has.
a pickaxe.
Like a staff. Is it called a staff?
Yeah, probably some staff with him if they were three kids.
No, it's they call it a staff. I think big stick
Oh,
thing.
I don't know, Imo. But yeah.
And they go to the border collies, but
I don't think they had border collies back then, though, Imo.
no.
They had sheep. The sheep used to herd the sheep.
No, that's just taking it silly.
You can't have had a border collie back then. So how did they gather the sheep up?
You telling me they didn't have dogs?
I reckon... No, not back then, no.
What are they going to get the dinosaurs round the back?
Hey, who the hell has a dinosaur in the back garden? What are you on about? You don't have a dinosaur.
You
I've
said
got
the
a
dogs
dinosaur.
didn't exist.
They probably didn't. When
If
the
a
shepherds went to see
Leigh,
Jesus.
If a frigging donkey took them to Bethlehem, you're telling me a dog didn't exist?
Of course a dog didn't exist. Dogs ain't been around since like 0 AD.
Let's find out, shall we?
Look at this like a history
Donkeys
lesson.
and sheep. Sheep was in the stable and all that. You see it on the pictures.
Yes. Is the picture real? Did they have a Polaroid camera back
Let's
then?
find out. I don't know how to say this. Hang on.
When were dogs invented?
When was the first dog on Earth? 31,700 years ago.
According to NBC News, an international team of scientists has just identified what they believe is the world's first known dog, which was a large and toothy canine that lived 31,700 years ago and subsisted on a diet of horse, muskox and reindeer, according to a new study.
I don't fancy his chances of taking down a bloody horse, that's for certain. He's tiny. Could you eat an horse, Barney? Do you come on the camera?
Hang on.
Come on, Barney.
Was dogs around when Jesus was born?
Come on, up you come.
Cats and dogs around.
Hello, Barney. Do you think you could take an horse down? I wouldn't want you to.
Someone has actually asked that question.
Of course they have.
Right there, guys.
You're in a good keep. Go on then.
Yes, there were cats and dogs far into... What's that word say?
I don't know. Not
Antiquity.
Antiquity, yes.
Yeah. The Egyptians, Greeks and Romans loved and spoiled their pets. As far as Jesus,
Basically, there was dogs around when Jesus was around, is what we're getting at here, I think.
kept pets as never much to cat or dog, so I think he didn't own...
Sorry.
Apparently he didn't own one, but there was domesticated animals around at the time.
Jesus didn't have a dog then, basically.
This is getting silly now.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
talking
even know.
waffle. I don't know where we're going this time. I just want to talk about being rich. We didn't talk about shepherds, shepherd's pie, German shepherds, border collies, dinosaurs, horses being eaten by dogs. We had Barney on camera saying he wouldn't eat an horse.
No, think about it now, like...
Yeah, we talked shite basically for the last 10 minutes.
We would like a dog sanctuary.
Yeah, we would. And in our spare time, we'd be shepherds.
But you never said the question now. Answered the question.
Oh, and we've got to go.
Not about the dog sanctuary. What would be one thing that you'd really love and you could be rich to have it, sort of thing?
Oh, for God's sake. I mean, a big yacht. No, I hate sea. Forget that.
Not even talking about that, are we?
No.
Sharks and stuff.
Private
Private jet?
No. Yeah, actually, a private jet
Don't take
that
the
was
food.
safe enough to get from A to B. So I could get from A to B. So I could go and visit different countries on my private jet. And I'd have like a big McDonald's on the jet and stuff like that.
You'd have a McDonald's in the back garden, wouldn't you? Your own McDonald's.
And a Greg's. And a Yorkshire pudding maker. Yeah. Right, we've got to wrap this up, guys. Next time we'll talk about what Aim would do if she was rich.
Oh.
Yeah, she thinks that's every day.
I wouldn't really want to comment on it because I sound terrible, but I would like to go away, like shop more.
You will do a bit.
I'd help loads of animals.
We'd definitely help out during COVID. We would give lots of people money.
I'd buy food shopping for everybody. And
Yeah.
make sure they're secure and got the heating on, and I don't know.
We'd get a toilet roll factory on the go for like last lockdown or the first one when all the toilet rolls ran out.
Yeah. Anyway, remember to be kind, remember to be nice, comment, share, like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell and press the all button so you don't miss any future videos. Check out the community tab, check out our Instagram, check out our vlog channel Munchies Delight. Check out our TikTok, it means absolutely nothing because nothing's going on there. Sign up anyway. I always say this every time you're stopping me.
Because I'm missing the football.
Go then, I'll stay with these guys.
Okay.
They're not bothered, he's not bothered about you now. He's more bothered about, well, West Brom's been on, who's the one
This
tonight?
is Arsenal Man United.
Well, you better get set upstairs then, because this ain't
I've already missed the first half.
Right, bye everybody.
Laters.
Stop, no. Say goodbye.
Good boy.
Stop saying laters like you're 10.
Oh, no, it's because we're rich and posh.
Laters.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm off to buy some caviar.
Because if you're going to win the
put on my
lottery, you
yachts.
better not speak like that. You better have a bit more etiquette
If
about
you don't behave, I'm going to go and get with Barbara who's in my swimming pool.
Oh, please.
Pack it in.
Bye.